Hey guys, on the ground in Sydney. Next stop is Melbourne, but I'm just PXing for that sector. Just quickly show you some of this. Over here, so there's the EFIS control panel. This is the MCP as we call it. Modes control panel, MCP. And this is the display select panel. Now the display select panel allows us to select the difference in optics for the different systems. And we see those represented here on the lower ICAS. Before I select items on the display select panel, we have here hydraulic quantities at the top, pressures, all varying of course, and below them is the hydraulic fluid quantity temperatures. APU is running, and that's the N1, N2 and so on, and the oxygen for the crew and the passengers, and the battery charge for the main battery and the APU. And we also have an airport map database which tells us the database is valid until July the 15th of 2020. Anyway, the display select panel here allows us to select the different systems and we can look at them. So this ENG is engine. If I press that, see what happens. For the engine here, N2, fuel flow, obviously the engines are shut down and there's no oil pressure, oil temperature showing. The oil quantity will show because obviously that will give us an indication of the oil quantity, and below that is the vibration. Coming back up here, electric, that's the electric system, generators, bus systems, and the bus tie link. Go to fuel, select that, fuel system, reserve, main 1, 2, 3, 4, and the center tank as well. Back up there, ECS, that's the environmental control system. That tells us the temperature in the different sections of the cabin. That's FD means flight deck, upper deck, and the crew rest area. That's the actual temperature that's in there. Forward, aft, bulk, cargo door, and the main deck temperatures as it stands now. Got one air conditioning pack working at the moment. That's why you see the green from there. Air conditioning packs are up here. Here they are, 1, 2, 3. So come back here. This flight control. Flight control gives us a flight control page, and we use this as we taxi out to check the flight controls. And it also indicates hydraulics. If they were pressurized, these would all be green. And you can also have an indication of the stabilizer trip, although we normally use this view here, 8.7. It's also represented on the flight control page. Come back up here, hydraulics. Gives me all the hydraulic systems. And you can also see here the systems that are controlled by which hydraulic system. For example, hydraulic system number 1 feeds inboard trailing edge shaft, body gear, autopilot C, left outboard elevator, nose gear, steering, and so on. And also a little bit of the outboard, left outboard aero. System 2 correspondingly powers the autopilot, right autopilot, spoiler 2, 3, 10, 11, yaw damper, and so on. So we can also use this to see what systems are powered by that particular hydraulic. Up here, come back, doors, to show us what doors are open. So the nose cargo door isn't. The amber is the entry door at the front, forward cargo door, side cargo door at the back, and the aft cargo door, the bulk isn't open either. That's where you see that. Come back up here, the landing gear, press that, that's the gear, and that gives you the gear pressures and the corresponding temperatures that came up after we landed. And then the gear doors are closed once the gear is down. This is the nose gear. It doesn't have any brakes on it. That's why you don't have any brake, actual brake temperatures on it, because there's no brakes on the nose gear. Come back up here, just an info page, and then that's the checklist page. If I press that, it gives us the checklist. Ready for the next flight, pre-flight checklist. Yeah, right?
Okay, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Good.
All good.
Good. So anyway, that's some information for you on the 747. Later.